You know, I was thinking I could really do a little bit more chaos, a little bit more craziness in my life. You know, things are just sort of stagnating a little bit too much for me. I figured, you know, what can I do to really shake things up? And I had an idea. What if I took all your ideas and suggestions and I put them in one big table and I randomized them and I made whatever came out of it. All your weird suggestions, all the things you wanted to see, I'm trying to make them today. All right, so I've turned your ideas into a table. 120 entries here. So we're going to roll a D120. I think we can do that. If we roll a 12 and a 0, then we get 120. But if we roll a 12 and any other number other than 0 in here, this is a 0, and we just take that value. So this list came from all your YouTube and Instagram suggestions of what you'd like to see this episode. Let's give it a roll. You know, this week has really kicked my ass. I've just had failed project after failed project after failed project, you know? When I'm sick, I'm really bad at making rational decisions, especially because when you're sick, the only rational decision you need to make is to rest. And I hate resting. I hate it. God, there's some good angles. Check out these bike kits. This is good for a spaceship, right? That's why I bought this kit. I have no interest in motorbikes, but those angles look so futuristic. This video was meant to be me making a bazillion different things to show my appreciation for you. And it was meant to end in this big crescendo of me making something for Bill making stuff. This guy, Bill making stuff. You know, more than anyone, you've asked me to work with Bill making stuff. And like, we sort of get it. We like each other quite a lot, but you know, we think we're quite different, but everyone compares us. And so, we're gonna combine a bunch of your ideas into one mega project. A mega project that Bill will hopefully like. And you know what we're gonna make? Airships. Airships. See, Bill and I love Final Fantasy, and nothing says Final Fantasy more than airships. Airships. This is cool. This is cool. Very cool. Classic. This project needs something in particular, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. I need, there's Batman wings. I have toys. Good ones too. Bill uses a lot of toys and junk in his project, so I guess this is my... whatever.
I don't know if you could download. Trent, you finished the build yet? For fuck's sake. Have you finished that fucking build yet? You finished that build yet?
No, I haven't, Bill. I haven't finished the build yet. You know, Bill has been quite understanding about me being sick. But, you know, he's got real obligations, real requirements. He's got a family to feed. And I need to be filming a reveal with him in, like... Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, mega build rules. We're gonna roll these sets one after the other. We're gonna take what we get and we're gonna build a mega build based on the results on our table. 85. War Machine. 30. Nurgle Orcs. Dog Eat Dog. I don't know what that means. 10 millimeter. 62. Non-combative model in combative setting. And last week I rolled terrain and I messed that up. Okay. And I rolled something inspired by a Tim Burton movie. And so while I was sick, I had a marathon with my girlfriend. And my cat. Actually, you know what? Let's do it again. More results. We can go first. Vehicle. How do you, V-E. This is our list. We can do it. It's kind of like in Tony Hawk, you know? We have to hit all these goals. Alright, we've got a lot of cool stuff. That looks like an airship. The Flying Shadow. What a name, huh? So I guess the idea is that we put these wings now, to the untrained eye, this looks like overkill. It might be. What you got? You got a moth. You got a moth. I'm going for a sort of Tim Burton style for this airship, which means I'm going for sort of gothic. I think the Batman wings are helping. We have this so far. I'm not sure about this section, but I'm liking the shapes that are being formed. And now we need to do something on the back. And I'm thinking, maybe like that, like a rudder. Thank you.
Surprise food.
Surprise food?
Yeah. It's okay, it's a wide lens.
Okay. Okay, back up a bit. Are you getting some good shots?
Yeah. So why do you need these things?
Oh, okay. So no, I haven't got there yet. Don't look at that. Okay.
What?
So when I was with Viv, I was vividing. When I was visiting Viv, we made MDF kits together. This is how I tricked Viv into working with me, because, well, basically I was in Melbourne for a different reason, and he was coming to a Warhammer tournament that I was going to be at, and I got a ride there, and my ride was leaving, but I heard Viv would be at this tournament, so I took a shot. I'm like, I'm going to need to sleep on this guy's couch if I'm going to work with him. I just had to sort of pray that I would be able to swindle my way into his house. And anyway, my promise was when I met Viv, I was like, I'll make you an MDF kit and you can sell it for free. Anyway, this is an MDF kit that I designed with Viv. This will never see the light of day, but hang on. Where is it? Okay, it's not yet. Stop. Where I put it? Okay. Alright. Got him. Yeah, so I designed this MDF kit using crayons. And basically we scanned it into the computer, and then this turned into this. This is a shrine to Tzeentch. Right? And painted, it looks like this. It's cool, huh? So I designed this, and then we made it as this nice little kit. And the moment before making this airship, I was like, I'm going to use all these squiggly parts because they look like Final Fantasy bits and glue it on there. And I totally forgot.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. How was your day? So I'm gonna break this down into pieces and start milliputting and super gluing, and it's gonna be a lot of work, but we're just gonna, man, I'm feeling not good right now. I don't feel well, but I feel like if I get into a meditative state, I'll be okay.
I do a lot of really making sure my stools here, I have two of these.
So Bill's gonna call in about 10 minutes, an hour earlier than I expected. Not that it matters, my build wouldn't be done anyway. I feel tired, I feel ashamed. It's one thing to miss your goal, but it's another thing to let a friend down at the same time too. You know, Bill's been so courteous and giving me extra time to get this done, and damn it.
You're sick, you didn't take care of yourself, and now your build is late. And Bill's done a fantastic job of this. Okay. There, right. This looks cool. Yes? No? Yes. Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see like two giant testicles in your jumper.
So I have built you your very own, and I've used lots of toy bits, you know, because that's what you're known for.
Yeah. Any beads in there?
So I'm just looking for some beads now. One. Buttons? That's quite Billy, isn't it?
Like that?
Maybe. Okay, look, check this out. He's done a bloody good job. Bill's just released his video, and this is gorgeous. Really, really nice.
Bill has this incredible dry sense of humor that as Australians we understand too, and it's how we sort of talk to each other. But you know, I've been spending so much time with these Americans. It's just like I've been a bit worried that nobody will get it. But it's so great to see people excited in the comments. Yeah, I don't know, it's cool. It's cool. I have an idea. For some context, initially, the reason why my week went so horribly wrong is because I really messed up a silicon mold. I poured like 1 kilogram of silicon and about 1/10 of the needed catalyst to cure it. Because, I don't know, something just malfunctioned in my dumb, overtired, sick brain, and I ended up wasting like $100 or more probably of silicon. And in that process, I not only ruined all these sculpts I was doing for this project, but also masters of miscast miniatures that I need to be shipping out orders from. And I had to very quickly learn how to clean silicon from masters, uncured silicon. And here's the trick. If you have uncured silicon on something, cover it in chalk or baby powder and then scrape all that off with a toothbrush. Then you'll get like a little sticky layer on the top of everything. Use degreaser. This is water-based, it seems fine, and it didn't affect my miniature at all. I've actually started a little experiment regarding that silicon that didn't cure. Up here, I have collected as much of it as I can. It's definitely not cured. It's getting thicker every day, so I'm not sure whether or not it will actually end up curing or not, or if this is just the way it will stay. Even if this doesn't cure, if I know, well, you know, it's going to really thicken up in 2 weeks' time, I'll wait until I clean it then, because it'll be easier to take that silicon off. Or if I know it will eventually cure, it's like, well, you know, I have a month to spare or whatever. But the reason why I like to experiment is because there's this quote from the King Killer Chronicles. And it goes like, small facts lead to great knowings, or something. And the idea is that you collect all these small bits of information, and then over time, all those little bits will help you overcome a big problem. And I think in the miniature world, it's not just knowledge, it's also making lots of little things. Because I have unfinished projects everywhere. You recognize that. Sometimes it makes you a bit frustrated. But my life has always been like that. But an unfinished project rarely stays unfinished. Maybe it will be, you know, a week later, a month later, 6 months, 2 years, 5 years, whatever. But these are all little tiny nuggets of knowledge or feeling, emotion, ideas from all different generations of how my brain thinks. And combining them together always leads to great things. So even though lately had a few failures, like this plastic shrapnel, or this unfinished frame I made with my dad a couple of years ago for a Mordheim table, or this tube of monster clay. This very specifically cast clay is going to be used for an orc killer can, or at least that was the plan. It might turn into something else, but it's just sitting there waiting for the right opportunity. Things like this, you know, this was meant to be some sort of Nurgle beast creature. That was just a rough sketch, and I wasn't happy with it at the time, but every time I come back to it, it gets my brain ticking. Like, this would be a really cool, like, garbage monster or something like that. And that's the thing. Okay, on this list of your suggestions, one keyword stuck out, which was dog eat dog. And that's quite an abstract suggestion, right? Well, okay, so picture this, right? This whole table becomes a junkyard. Okay, so we sort of make a junkyard, right? And this will be flying over the top of it. And side by side will be these like junky orc vehicles trying to board. Okay? This sort of pattern really mirrors the new Rogue Trader models. These ones here. You okay down there? These... Hang on, I just need to accept some cookies. These ones, right? They sort of have this detailing. They have this sort of squiggly design to it, which really mirrors that. I really did a number on this with that fall. My bad. I'm currently just sketching out some concepts for different orc flyers that can be trying to board this big Rogue Trader ship. And, you know, I'm really trying to find this balance between making something orky and chaos and maybe making things sort of fleshy, or doing like orky metal teeth that are really thin and narrow. I'm actually wondering whether or not I scratch build these orc ships or I sculpt them. I picked these up at Adepticon, little bootleg mechs that are sculpted by Anna from Garden of Hecate, and they're sculpted out of green stuff, this sort of these big sharp shapes, and there's like a real organic quality to them that I really dig. So maybe I could do something like that for the orcs. So this is where I'm at with the ship at the moment. I've been working on the sails. I'm experimenting with sort of sculptural elements on the flat MDF. But overall, it's a pretty clean design. Okay, I'll see you in a couple of days. I'm gonna rest for real now. For real, for real. Just for a bit. It's the 22nd of May, 12:06, so just turned the 22nd. And my video, this video, is going live in like a couple of hours. You know, this is the first time I've sort of been really self-conscious to upload a video. So yeah, I guess, you know, this is a bit of a vulnerable state for me to be in. Because this project hasn't hit any goals yet, not one, and it's still in its ugly phase, you know, it doesn't look good, unpainted, or particularly distinct or anything like that. And I guess I have these sort of like fears that the people watching you are going to doubt what I can do. And I want to sort of prove that I can do what I can do. You know, if the idea is that I'm giving you an accurate representation of my hobby life, I have to be uploading stuff like this, right? Because everyone has projects in the ugly phases. Everyone has projects that are sort of half-baked or just getting there. So yeah, I guess, you know, this is a bit of a vulnerable state for me to be in. Yeah, okay, fuck it. We'll upload.